So this is where I left off on. People will use titles to try to manipulate you. Like, your parents are your biggest manipulators if you are in this situation. You think it's normal, especially if you're an only child, and if it's just you and your mom, like there's no other family members or anything like that. Like, you have family, but in a point in time, there was only you and your mom. It's just, you allow people to get away with so much because you felt that it was normal. Your opportunity is on its way. It's too dark. This is your second chance. Your first step to your second chance was taking a spiritual journey, opening your eyes and mind to realizing what it is that you're actually missing. Go for it. You have to take chances. This is your second chance, so you need to go for it. Don't hold back. Don't worry about what people say. Don't worry about, hurting anybody's feelings, because obviously people have done things to you without considering your feelings. Focus on your money. Pay it forward. The lessons and all the stuff that you went through, you could use it to help other people. If you feel like if you feel like you give great advice or whatever, that's things of like a motivational speaker. You give good advice. You help people to get on the path that they need to get on to make things right in the world. Good answer. Money. Try again. And trying to relate so you let down your guard. What they're trying to do really is, you have a lot of things that you can manifest for yourself, and it will happen. And you probably also manifested things for other people, but when they try to do it for themselves, they can't really do it. So they need you to be around. So they try to do stuff for you, put you in good, so you can manifest things for them. Joy out of you missing your downloads. So they try to send. So they play to be God, but they're not claiming to be God. They're just saying they know you have faith in God, so you use your intuition and your better judgment. So if you have a connection with God, they try to interfere with your connection by giving you downloads and make you feel like, okay, God gave you this download, so why won't you do it? Your car is coming. Your caretaker, whoever cared for you, they are spiritual as well, and they know how to manipulate the spirit world as well as manipulate the 3D world. So if they know how to manipulate your mental issues, because they're getting downloads about you, because they're spying on you or whatever they did to get information on you, so they know how to manipulate you and block you. So then when it comes time for the paperwork to be filed, that's when they bring you in. Be open to listen. I hope that makes sense to y'all. But it's a lot of spiritual people out there that are not letting you know that they're spiritual because they want to be able to manipulate you. So wanted you off. I don't know. You're a reflection of. So they probably wanted. They want. Not everybody in your family wanted you to die. It's just if you're living in a place, people feel like they wanna they're not literally gonna kill you. They want you to commit suicide just so that they cannot have to live where they're living, so they could be the ones taking advantage of the situation and get the benefits that you get. Or they know that because they can't stay where you're staying, that they're just going to mess with your mind until you leave. But they know that you are capable of leaving. So if you put in the paperwork to get a job, save up your money, and find an apartment and place and move out, they can no longer control you. So they'd be like, okay, well, no. They just try to play with your mind. It's playing mental mind games. You made it through the hard part. You cut people off that you thought you needed. You made it alone. You started loving yourself. You took back your power. You held your own, and you made better decisions. So when it came time to making decisions, they wanted you to make the wrong decision because they needed you in that energy, because they took your energy. So they have to make it make sense. And why you mad if it's just friends with benefits? This one too is you're a reflection of me. Divine Masculine gave you something before he left. And so now it's like when he comes back to get it, I don't know. But why you mad if we just friends with benefits? It's like you received the spiritual messages that Divine Masculine gave you. But because this karmic clique came and disrupted the union, the masculine, because the karmics, they were watching you and they were plotting. Like, you didn't know that they were plotting against you. They would be in your face smiling and laughing all this stuff just to gather information. And they were going to this karmic feminine telling them like, okay, this is the way that you they were training this karmic feminine up to make the masculine believe that the divine feminine was only trying to plot against him. Like, everything that this karmic is doing to him, they tried to make him believe that the divine feminine was going to do it to him. That's why he rejected her and ended up going to this karmic. But the only way that they could pretend to be divine feminine is if they pretended to be divine masculine, and to get information on how to, like, I can't explain it because I'm getting distracted. But every detail matters. You're the chosen one. So they knew that you were the chosen one because of the things that you did. You may not have realized that certain things you did showed people that you were the chosen one, like in a certain time, like just the way you live, the patterns, the way you do things, they started putting two and two together. Like, that's what the chosen one would do. And how does she know to do all of these things and all that stuff like that? So they were trying to stop you because you were becoming too powerful, and they were afraid that if you found out what they did to you, that you would take revenge on them, because that's the type of person that they are. They don't know how much you know. They're unaware. So that's another form of not being in control of something. They want to be in control of everything, but the fact that they can't get you to do, like, now that this cycle is being messed up, they're going to have to get used to a new schedule and all that stuff like that. But they don't know, turn in your favor. Things are starting to turn in your favor. The tables are turning. You putting in the hard work to prove to the higher up that you had no intents on trying to finesse the system or anything like that. You were really trying to do the hard work and receive your blessing so you could fulfill your destiny. If she did it, I know I can. The way that you look on the outside is not the way that you are on the inside, and they prejudged you. So they thought that you were weak and they could manipulate you and do all of these things without you taking effect of it. But by you being so determined to provide for your family and being so determined to achieve your goals and prove to God that you're not a finesser and that you want to be like him, so you do what you say you're going to do, people will try to manipulate you to make you feel like, oh, you said it, now you got to do it. And that if you don't do it, then you're not fulfilling God's purpose for you. But that's all a bunch of manipulation, and you're waking up to it, and you're not being able to be controlled like that anymore, which people hate. So they try to put fear in you and all that stuff, but that's not working. And if it's not working on you, it's going to backfire on them, and they don't get it. They feel like that's what you're doing to them. It's like they think it's a tit for tat, but it's not. Built up. They don't know. Different from the normal. Don't know how to control you, bring you down. They think you bougie on the inside. They say, oh, she too bougie for me. But it's like, I'm not saying that stoop down to y'all level, but I'm not finna partake in those type of things that y'all partake in, because I understand consequences behind those actions. And then that's why they say, what you think you smarter than us? And it's like, I'm not competing against y'all. It's just the type of information that I have it could be, y'all could benefit from it because y'all have a different type of upcoming than I do. So a different way of thinking about things, you could be like, oh yeah, I did think that was weird, but because you think it's normal, so you don't see anything wrong in it.